that means, even though I'm alone, I'm never lonely.
Wow,
Yeah,
that's
because
cool.
I have lots of friends. And my family in America, I can, with technology, I can video chat with them anytime I want.
Yeah, yeah, that's
So,
right.
yeah, so even though I can video chat with them, once a week if I want to, but they're busy, I'm busy, we don't always have time. We video chat,
Mm,
maybe once or twice a month.
once or twice a month.
Yeah.
I have a video. I have video with my mother. Once a day. Once a
Yeah.
day.
Yeah, I call my mom. I call my mom at least, maybe recently because she's been sick. So I've called her more often than normal. But if I call my mom too much, she'll say, "What's the matter? Why are you calling me?"
Oh, oh, that's a different type of mother. If
Uh huh.
I don't call my mother, he will ask me what is wrong with you.
Ah, okay. Yeah. My mom, if I call her, if I call her too much, she'll be, "Why are you calling me so often? What's the matter?"
Totally different.
Yeah, yeah. But anyway, sometimes, if I feel like some people ask me, what do you do if you feel like depressed or sad sometimes? And the first thing I usually will do if I have time, I'll call my mom and talk to my mom because hearing my mom's voice always lifts my spirits.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Once upon time, was time one time when my mother told me a story that my grandmother was died
Uh huh.
several years ago, passed away
Okay.
several years ago, and my mother when she is sick, uh she always very depressed,
Uh huh.
and sometimes I ask my mother, what is the person you want to talk. She will always mention that my grandmother, but it's so sad that she told me that she can never talk with her mother in the future, and I feel so sad. Maybe
Yeah.
one yeah, I just think maybe one day all of us will face this kind of things, and
Sure.
how do we deal with this kind of things? It's so sad. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. We all
Mm,
have to deal with it eventually. Yeah, and
yeah.
I know, my mom is 86 years old, so, but she's still relatively healthy, so that's good. She went through some health issues here a few weeks ago, but now she's healing and she's doing better.
Yeah, wish
But,
our mothers, yeah,
yeah,
wish our mothers have long, longevity,
yeah,
live long
a
and
long,
happy,
happy life.
life.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
wish
But
every mother have long
yeah, so
and
that's
happy
why
life.
I encourage people to spend as much time with their parents as possible. And if their parents complain to you a lot, or nag, or annoy you, just don't. You have to let it not bother you. You just have to just put up with it because someday they won't be there, and you're going to miss them.
Yeah, the
So
mm,
spend as much time with your parents as possible. That's what I encourage people to do.
yeah, right.
Great.
Mm.
Otherwise, what are you going to do this weekend?
This weekend is the
It's
festival,
a
like
festival, yeah, Dragon Boat
Dragon Ball.
Festival. What are you going to eat? You going to eat some, what's that stuff called that you eat at Dragon Boat Festival? I can't remember. Jongza, yeah. Are you going to eat
How to
some
say?
Are you going to eat some Jongza?
Yeah, actually today I have eat two, two
Okay,
dong.
great. Did you make them?
No, it's I buy it from the supermarket.
Okay, okay,
Mm, yeah,
okay. So
and
so you have a 3 day holiday, right? Saturday, Sunday, and no work on Monday.
yeah, yeah, that's right.
So
I
what
am
will
so
you
happy.
do?
Yeah, I will spend the first day to do some let's see, facial facial care. How to say
Oh,
that?
facial care. Okay, yeah,
Fa-
skin, like
Facial
skin care.
skin care. Yeah,
Uh
that's
huh.
first day, and the second day I will go to hospital. I
Okay.
will check my healthy problem, and
Okay. Check.
you
So
know,
you do like a body check?
body check. Yeah,
Okay. Do like a health check or a body check, or in America we say have a physical.
we have a physical.
Physical. Yeah. We call
Oh,
it in America physical. I'll type it PHYS physical.
体检 physical means
Yep.
checking the normal health of
Yeah,
a
a
person.
physical is just where they just check your health. It's kind of like a health check or a body check.
Yeah,
Yep.
healthy. Yeah,
Yep. Yeah,
healthy.
they yeah.
Yeah. And the third day, I think I will just stay at home, and maybe I will go out with my friends to
Okay.
have barbecue, and
Good.
maybe
There's
I just
very good barbecue in Inner Mongolia.
of course in the
Uh-huh.
grass how to say grass grassland
Grasslands. Yeah, you have the grasslands and lots of delicious mutton.
mutton beef
Yeah, beef.
yeah
Yeah.
串就是
So you can
羊肉
have barbecue there, right?
yeah, we will barbecue there. We buy the mutton and beef and like pork. We buy everything, and we just driving there, and we barbecue by ourselves
Outside.
outside.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
barbecue outside, right? And it's very delicious.
yeah, very delicious.
Yeah.
Mm.
So you can eat lots of meat.
Yeah, yeah, really. Yeah, eat a lot of meat.
Okay. That sounds like a very good dragon boat day. That's Monday.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, Monday. So that's good. So you have a very relaxing 3-day weekend. You don't have to work.
Mm-hmm.
You can just do what you want to do.
Yeah, right.
Great. Do you have any questions, Alicia, that you want to ask me tonight?
Oh, I will never think that I can on this stage and talking to you face to face. So I'm totally blank in my
Okay,
mind.
that's
Yeah,
okay. Next time when you come back or you raise your
yeah,
hand, yeah, if you have some questions that you want to ask, feel free to, ask me some questions if you have anything.
yeah. I will make some notes on
Okay,
about my questions the next time I will ask you.
sure. Yeah, write some questions down as you go
Yeah.
through your weekend or you go through your week and you
Mm,
think of some questions. You can just write them down, and the next time you come up on stage, you can ask
mm.
me.
Okay, okay.
Okie dokie.
Yes. Thank you so much for your
Okay,
time.
thanks, Alicia.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming on stage,
Uh,
and nice to
yeah.
meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Always
Bye.
nice to meet my friends. Thank you so much. Bye bye.
Okay. Bye. Bye.
Bye bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you, Alicia, for coming up on stage. I think her first time to come up on my stage, but she said, yeah, she has been following me for about a year. Thank you for following me, Alicia, and thanks to all of you for joining this live stream tonight. For those that have just joined us recently, tonight, thank you so much. My name is Todd. I'm streaming live from Beijing, China. I come from the United States of America, and I don't teach English, and I don't speak Chinese. I know it's crazy. You lived here 13 years, dude, and you don't speak Chinese. I get that every single day. Not every single day. That's an exaggeration, but I get it a lot. People are like, how can you not speak Chinese? You've lived there so long. Well, the main reason is because it's not necessary for me to speak Chinese. My job revolves around English. I don't speak. People don't. People don't pay me to speak Chinese. They pay me to speak English. That's my job. And when I hang out with my friends, they don't hang out with me because most of my friends, I'm going to say 98% of my friends are Chinese. I have a couple of foreign friends now. I don't have a lot of foreign friends left, but most of my foreign friends have left China. I have a few left here. They don't speak Chinese. I speak English with them, but most of my Chinese friends when we hang out, coffee shops or wherever we go to dinner, lunch, whatever. They don't want me to speak Chinese. They want me to speak English. So, anyway, if my boss came to me tomorrow and said, Todd, for your job, we need you to speak Chinese. We need you to learn Chinese. Okay, no problem, boss. I would sign up for Chinese classes. Well, tomorrow's Friday, so I would probably wait till Monday to sign up for Chinese classes. So I would sign up for Chinese classes as soon as possible. I would go to a class, I would go to a classroom, a school, a university, whatever I needed to go to, sit in a classroom with a teacher up in front, a qualified Chinese teacher who knows how to teach Chinese to foreigners. And of course, I'm going to pay him or her to do that, and I will learn that way. But to be honest with you, it's never been necessary for me to learn Chinese. So that's why I don't speak. I can communicate with most of the people around me. Of course, all my colleagues can speak English, at least a little English. They're not fluent. They make mistakes. That's okay. But we can communicate. That's all that matters. My friends, most of my friends aren't fluent in English. Their English, some of their English is pretty good. Some of their English is okay. They make mistakes. That's okay. I can understand what they're trying to say. As long as they can communicate, that's all that matters. And a big part of improving your English is your confidence. So if you can have some, if you can raise your confidence, become confident, and not be afraid to speak, you'll see your English improve very quickly. To be a better English speaker, you have to talk. You have to speak. So, anyway, thank you so much for joining us tonight. It is Thursday night, and I am going to say goodnight early tonight because I need to give my voice a little bit of a rest. I've been on almost 2 hours. I can sense my voice starting to crack a little bit, so I need to give my voice a rest. I'll be back tomorrow night, though. So, but I do, yeah, I'm still recovering from this lung infection that I was dealing with. The lungs are pretty well cleared up. I don't have a lot of pain in my lungs anymore. My throat's a little bit hoarse still. As you can tell, my voice is still not back to 100%. So it is time for me to give my voice a rest. I've done a lot of talking today and I did a lot of talking tonight. So thank you so much for joining me tonight. And if you didn't have an opportunity to come up on stage tonight, raise your hand. Come back tomorrow night. I will be back tomorrow night starting at 8 p.m. Depending on my voice, how my voice does tomorrow night, maybe I can stay on a little bit later tomorrow night. Anyway, thank you so much for joining me tonight, everybody. Happy to be back doing live streams again. I've been away for several days, a couple of weeks, I guess, but it's nice to be back. I did miss doing live streams. I love doing live streams, and I really missed doing my live streams, but it's something that was out of my control. So, anyway, thank you so much for joining me tonight. Have a fantastic rest of your night and have a super duper great Friday. I'll see you back here tomorrow night. Bye bye, everybody.
Hello, how is
Na-
your day?
Nayara.
Hi, Nayara. My day is going well. It's just starting here. It's 6:50 in the morning here in California. And
Yeah.
what time is it everywhere? I know what time it is in Lydia's time. It's not 10.
Yeah, almost 10 p.m.
Vicky froze. or he's very focused right now? Okay, okay. Let's jump over to to Nayera. What time is it where you are, Nayera?
I'm from Egypt. It's 5 p.m.
5
Yes,
p.m.
okay.
5 p.m. Oh,
And that's it.
is that dinner time, or do you
Yes.
eat dinner at 6 or 7?
Yes. It's lunch. It's lunchtime.
Lunchtime at
Mm,
Lunch.
5 o'clock.
So when
maybe
is
I
your dinner
didn't get
time?
I didn't get my lunch up till now, but maybe another people can get their lunch at 3 p.m. or maybe.
Yeah.
So because we all in my family go to the work and we reach out to our home very late, so we can able to
Mm,
prepare
mm.
our food and so on. When we reach out to home, just prepare our food we can eat. And in Egypt, we can't put a schedule for all meals. For specific people can do that. They uh, they consider a schedule for their for breakfast and lunch and dinner and so on. So we are in Egypt, or as like random people. I see. We're trying to be organized.
Okay, very cool. Cultures are so cool. And you guys, there is no culture in the United States. Um, it's really people say, "What is your culture like?" And there's no culture here. So you're coming from a culture, and you assume every place has a culture, but we really don't. And so I admire places that have a culture and have a communal approach to life. It's really and maybe you've been in it, so you think you want the other. You're like, oh, I'm just so sick of it. But actually, having a culture is a huge advantage, and you'll see it later. You'll see it later in life. But having communal support, having a common approach to things, is actually huge. And when you come to a place like this, you will find it's very distracting, very confused, very unorganized. And with all of that, there can be a lot more conflict because there's no consistency. So, but when you come from a country with culture, normally you bring that culture with you and you associate with people who also adhere to that culture. So you have like a little culture environment in our crazy country. Yeah. But it is a huge advantage.
Yeah.
I have a culture because I'm a Christian, so I surround myself with people who have the same principle of life and have the same approach and respect to other people. And so I have one here, but in general, when you come to the United States, it's all out the window. Yeah. So, um,
I guess you.
so we No, so we're talking today. It's your program. We have as much time as you two ladies need to satisfy your learning for today. If you have questions for me, if you have concerns or curiosities, you can just express them. I want to make your time more valuable for you, so that's why I'm asking you these things. So, questions, comments, concerns?
Yes, I have. Maybe I can go.
Yeah, yeah, of course. Yeah, talk freely. It's okay.
Okay. I'm studying English for a long. I study English for a long time. Because we are in schools, we study English as an academic one. But actually, after graduation, I work at my English level to get fluent and also get my English be better than when I was kid. Because in the schools we don't learn language by um, by most powerful technique. Actually, we use it as we are not as a speaker. We are not a speaker, and also we can adapt to use rules and sentence. How to connect with foreigners and so on. So I see my structure when I speak. My sentence was more complex. Is more complex when I use. I have complex sentence. I can't able to let my English be simple. And also, I really know the difference between rules in present and past, all the grammar's differences, but I can't able to differentiate both of them or these rules when I speak. So I found it's very difficult to communicate with people and let them be reach out of my idea because my structures of sentence more complex. And also I can able to put the sentence together or connected between the sentence. Yeah, I think you catch my point. Uh, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry to take a long time to express
That's okay.
my
You're
words,
okay. Yeah.
but
I You're okay.
okay.
I want you to talk. I want you to talk. So, also someone in the chat said I want to improve my fluencies. Give me some suggestions. So, what you're talking about is also fluency. You want to transition from phrases that you've memorized and used too much, and you want to enhance your English with creative use of vocabulary and expressions. But, we need to imitate before we can create, right? You need to imitate before you can create. There's fluency is going from thought to speech. And most of you only have one native language. And so you have an established pathway from what you think to what you say, what you think to what you say. That's already like a super highway. And so when you're trying to create a new route, your brain is always going to default to your familiar, familiar, familiar. So this pathway is got to be created through pressure, through demand, through that little bit of stress to perform. And eventually your brain will see it as more important and it will create that pathway. Um, I think we might have lost her, but I'm not sure. So to answer your question, guys, to get to where you can think something and say it can take 3 to 5 years of deliberate effort. It's not an overnight thing. So you learn phrases, you can change the phrases a little bit, and you use your English every day. Use it every day as much as you can, and that will create a demand on your brain that says, this is very important. We need to figure this out. But it can take 3 to 5 years to become really fluent. And so using it every day as much as possible will create that demand. So some people they put words to thoughts, like when you're at home, when Lydia's washing the dishes, when she's cooking the food, she can say, "I'm cooking food for my family. I'm washing the pots and pans. I'm adding seasoning to my food." She can verbalize the actions she's doing, and that would keep her brain in English mode so that it realizes that this is a new part of Lydia's life. It's not just a hobby or something she does sometimes. It will create more demand on her brain. And then her brain will start connecting all those words in her head. It will start translating things and it will become smoother as time goes on. But if you only do it every other day for 15 minutes, then that's going to make the length of time it takes longer because your brain's like, it's not that serious. I can talk in Chinese. So, yeah, some people do immersion. They move to another country and they only use English and they grow faster. But for most of you, it's not practical to do that. You have to function in your country, function at your job. So you have to create and protect time in English, like force yourself, especially when you don't want to do it, especially when you feel lazy. So you have to get a few study partners that feel the same way. And you say, I'm feeling lazy, but let's go over this English. Let's go. I'm drinking coffee. I am drinking tea. I like sugar with my tea, that kind of thing. Does that make sense, Lydia? Because I think we lost our other friend.
Yes, yes. But I'm sorry, I just dealt with some job issue org issues on my phone, so I
Oh,
missed the front part.
okay. Hold on a second. There we go. I'll back it up a little bit. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah. So yeah, if you guys have questions, the front part was about creating a demand on your brain. So if you're just doing this casually, it's going to take longer to get to where you can think and create your own phrases and use your words in the right way. It takes imitating until you can create it. Like I paint now, but I'm just imagining. I'm still developing my own style. Right now I just want to give an impression, right? So, um, I look at someone else's picture and I try to imitate it, but it's not there yet. I have a lot of work to do to make it look better. But it's close. My windows aren't square. My door is crooked. There's a lot of things that are off in the perspective, and I'm not finished with this. I'm just starting, um, but I know that I have to imitate what I think I see until I learn. Eventually, I'll get my own style. I'll do it this way. Whenever I create something, I'll bring in the shapes of everything first, or. But right now, I'm just imitating because I like the process. I like I like thinking it and having it show up kind of on the paper. And I like that it's not professional. I like that it's very random for me and I'm learning so English is the same way, but you guys for the breakthrough that you guys want, you have to do it every day, every
Yes,
day, every day, every
yeah,
day, every day.
yes, I totally agree with you. Actually, I want to introduce my way to study English. Just take like 5 to 10 minutes every day. I will memorize a very short article. I don't think it's article, but I will read and I will memorize it every day to do this task to improve my English, and I think it is very useful.
Good, good. I mean, you have to be able to measure your results, guys. So, the SMART acronym, SMART. You have to apply that to your English. So it has to be specific. Your goal needs to be specific. M means measurable. There has to be a way to see if you're succeeding. You have to be able to measure it, like 5 vocabulary words a week. I want to be able to use them in sentences and write down briefly their definition. So you have to be able to measure it. Otherwise, you don't know. Is it working, not working? I don't know. ASMA, specific, measurable, achievable. Don't make your goal so hard that you
Yeah,
cannot achieve it because achievement breeds confidence. Achievement feels like I'm on the right path, I'm on the right path. So specific, measurable, achievable. And then R is relative, meaning it needs to be related to your longer term goal, learning English fluency. So make sure it's connected. SMAR, and T is time bound. Time bound. So give yourself a week. In 1 week, I will learn 8 new phrases. I will use them in dialogue. Whatever your goal is, specific, measurable, achievable, and then related or relative, and also time bound. So use that because there's so many things to learn about English, so many different sides, that you can't just do a little vocabulary today, a little speaking tomorrow. You'll feel like you're doing a lot, but you won't feel like your growth is a lot. And that's frustrating because you're like, I don't know. I'm watching Friends for 3 hours every day and I'm not learning anything. Well, you're just watching TV. You're not learning. You're watching TV. So, if you're watching it for 1 hour and you're writing down the words or phrases that you find are interesting or different, now that's more engaged. That's more of an investment. But if you're just sitting there laughing at Joey and Chandler, you're entertaining and you're hearing English, so there's a little bit of, but it's not very productive or focused. It's not very intentional. It's not very
Yeah.
active. So being honest with yourself, you have to ask yourself, what am I doing? What are my SMART goals? Am I achieving anything? So at the end of that week, if you can't really measure what you've achieved, you have to change your way. Whatever you're doing is not specific enough or measurable enough or achievable. So these are the same things I say all the time if you've watched this before.
Mm-hmm.
But I plead with you guys. Your time is so valuable. Make your goals specific
Mm.
so that you can
Yes.
see you are achieving things. And more importantly, so you can see if you're not achieving something. So what worked for you in high school and in college may not work today. You may have to change it, and it will be slower at first, but then you'll become better with it and it'll get faster, right? Make sense?
Yes. Yeah,
Can I
you're
get some
right.
balloons? Balloons. Mm-hmm.
Yes. Sometimes I would watch TV serials or listen to English songs, but I didn't pay attention to the lyrics or the conversations, what they said. Just
Mm-hmm.
yes, I'm I'm abstract to the the stories about them.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so maybe it's not a very exact goal. It's not an exact goal for me to learn English. But I
Yeah, you. Mm-hmm.
sorry, I will take your words after.
Well,
Yeah,
you gotta
yeah.
have fun too, though. You gotta have fun. So, guys, remember, it's a uphill. It's uphill learning English. It's not just, it's uphill. So you have to maintain engagement in order to make.
Mhm.
If you put your car in neutral, you'll eventually slide back, right? So you have to engage, but you can have fun. So as hard as you guys work, you still have to have fun. It's important. Every once in a while, song lyrics or rhymes or tongue twisters or those things can be fun and they keep you in the English environment without. Oh, I think we lost Lydia too. It's a good time to quit though. It's been 2 hours. They keep you in the English learning cycle but give you a break. So you don't want to cut your English off a whole day just um, to take a break. You want to change your English. So change it to songs or series or nursery rhymes. I have to go back to bed a little bit before I visit mom, guys. It's been 2 hours, and we're going to quit for today, but we'll be back tomorrow. So tomorrow, we will be back. Tomorrow is Friday, so it'll be early. I have to go to the gym, and then I have to check out of this place and check into my new place. What series do I recommend? Well, I like the Friends series because it was a big part of my life. Um, the relationships and the vocabulary used is pretty casual and common, and it is very engaging. They're very funny. So Friends is a good one. I don't watch any of those other programs, Desperate Housewives and Shameless and all these other things. I do not recommend because their topics are risky and we don't live our lives that way. I don't like to promote those kind of things in life. So I think Friends is a safe one. Yeah. Lisa, yeah, and it's late there. So now, guys, we're going to close because most of China should be going to sleep. I'm going to sleep a couple more hours. No, I'm not an English teacher, guys. I'm not an English teacher. I'm a communicator. Thank you. Thank you, Nareo. And Moneta, thank you so much. You're welcome. She has heard these teachings like 10 or 20 times, I'm sure. Moneta has heard these things over and over again. Thank you guys for being so respectful today. I know that some of the comments were on the edge, but most of you were very respectful. And yeah, thank you guys. We'll see you tomorrow. And again, thank you, Moneta. You guys have a good one, and we'll talk to you soon. Let me see. You guys are writing so quickly. Thank you. There's that. Interesting how fast it's going. You're welcome, Maria. There's someone here. I was trying to see. Yeah. Let's see. You guys are so patient too. I'm sorry for you guys in the chat. Let's see. I'm getting some messages too. Oh, I see. Oh, there it is. Good, good, good. Okay, guys. I'll see you later. Gotta go. Gotta go. Gotta go. Bye for now. Thank you. See you guys.